here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Faking the give. Now Watson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Jaguars nothing. Harrison Butker,
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
On third down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Flush to his right, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jaguars nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Look at me. Go.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On first down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Leo.
A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike 18. Come to my world. We want it. Now.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence rolling to his right. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. There. Defense, let's go. Just like.
Here's a give to Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Go now. 15, Bonnie. 15 line. And Alpha.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining aside here in this first quarter. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 21-0 our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21. Go on, D.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21. Check, Mike 21.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rock it.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 52.
Squeeze.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 38, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back. Deuce, 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, 2.
Lawrence will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for KC. Off of play action, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Watson now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Go, go. Check back 21, back 21, check back 21. You ain't going nowhere. Get it.
On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big play there just before halftime. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
I smell fear in that offense. Mike 27, Mike 27. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Alert, alert.
Alert three.
Leo. Down.
Now Etienne. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Etienne. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Hard.
Watch the shift.
Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll run here with Etienne. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Now Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Watson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Flush to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mike Bobo. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch. Hey, 55. Hey, 31.
44's Mike. Check, check.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Check Mike 27. Hey, orbit. Mike 27, Mike 27.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Here's Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 53. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Watson on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Watson on 3rd down. We'll keep you updated on that one as it... And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
It's the score. Chiefs 42. Jaguars nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lawrence to throw. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 60 yards. Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another tote for ETN. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Watch 18.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
To throw is Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Watson. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, ETN once more. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
ETN with it, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up third and 4.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check 13, check 13. Blue draw quarters. Check. 36, check 31, check 31. Leo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He'll buy some time right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, lock it. Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check the backer, check the backer.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 9. Let's go, let's go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And going deep for Hill. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Go. 60 out, or check. Mike 27, Mike.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Check 37. Check. Go out. Kill. Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 126 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, wahoo.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Right here. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know.
Throwing now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.